Previously, in the first film, we were shown that the human race was decimated by the advent of titans that feed on human bodies. 2 years ago, a huge titan broke through the first wall of the farmlands, allowing other smaller titans to break through the wall and attack the population. Humans died by the thousands, and the survivors took refuge behind the second wall. At the beginning of the second film, we are shown Aaron's parents, who were arrested and executed for possessing the forbidden books. Kubal was also present at the arrest, only he was not yet a general at that time. Aaron's father was a scientist, testing on him and his older brother a serum capable of accelerating cell growth. That is why Aaron survived in the Titan's stomach at the end of the first film, before turning into a Titan himself. After Aaron is extracted from the Titan's neck, he is arrested and taken to interrogation, headed by General Kubal. The general orders the boy's immediate execution since he is a living threat to humanity. Armin and Mikasa defend Aaron, as do the rest of his fellow officers who confirm that Aaron killed the other Titans and protected them from death. However, General Kubal is adamant about his decision and still gives the order to shoot Aaron. Before the soldiers can pull the trigger, old Suda steps in front of his body to defend him. The general kills him in cold blood by pulling the trigger of a nearby soldier's rifle. Before he dies, Suda tries to reveal something to Aaron about a secret of his family, but he does not make it in time. It seems that Aaron is now doomed, but suddenly, a powerful Titan appears through the roof of the building, killing the general's soldiers and also those who try to attack him from above. After that, he takes Aaron and leaves. General Kubal was crushed by the concrete slabs that collapsed during the chaos. After the Titan's attack, very few people remain alive. Armin, Mikasa, Fat Sanagi, Sasha, and Team Leader Hans. Team Leader Hans takes command of the army since she is next in rank after the general, and decides to carry out their mission of blowing up the top of the crack in the wall so as to close the passage to the Titans. Armin and Mikasa remember that there is an old unexploded bomb in the area where they lived, so they can retrieve it and use it for the mission. The team then sets out on a journey, during which they notice some Titans, but they seem harmless and do not attack them. Aaron wakes up in an unfamiliar place with glowing walls and floor. Shikishima appears out of nowhere and explains that he saved him from the Titan. Shikishima tells Aaron the truth about the origin of the Titan. In ancient times, militaries and scientists tried to create a new weapon. The experiments got out of hand and scientists lost control over the serum. As a result, humans began to spontaneously transform into Titan in the midst of daily life. The few survivors hid behind the wall. Shikishima believes that the government intends to keep people locked up here forever so that they are easier to command, and he is convinced that the hole in the wall was made on purpose because people had begun to not fear the Titan, believing that they were just a legend. Shikishima and his followers intend to overthrow the government and destroy the wall, so that the people can become free again and walk everywhere without hiding from anything. Aaron is inspired by his speech and agrees to help him. Shikishima introduces him to his team of followers, who are former military men who in the past were sent outside the wall for reconnaissance and whom Aaron believed were all dead. Shikishima's men are armed to the teeth with weapons abandoned by past armed forces. Meanwhile, Armin, Mikasa and the others arrive at the old bomb, loaded onto the van and are ready to head for the wall to detonate it, but they are stopped by Shikishima and his followers. Shikishima says he wants to take the bomb to blow up the inner wall and allow the Titans to penetrate government quarters and villages. This is his plan to overthrow the government once and for all. Aaron, however, disagrees with this part of the plan, because thousands of innocent people will die this way. Because he did not think that Shikishima's plan involved so many casualties, Aaron refuses to help him, and indeed, is now willing to fight him at all costs so as not to give him the bomb. He pulls out his sword to fight his new opponent, but Shikishima is much stronger and more experienced than him, so he easily deflects all his attacks and easily defeats him by beating him to a pulp. Aaron's friends do not know what to do to help him, as Shikishima's men point their weapons in their direction. Armin has an idea. He approaches the bomb and states that he will detonate it here if Shikishima does not let them leave. Shikishima, of course, does not believe him. Sanagi sees that they are in trouble and decides to act. He shoots harpoons toward the half-destroyed tower and then pulls it toward himself to collapse it. Shikishima orders him killed, and his men open fire at Sanagi, who is hit by dozens of bullets but still stands because he is willing to sacrifice himself for humanity. Sanagi finally falls to the ground but pulls the tower with him, which collapses on explosives and kills all of Shikishima's followers. Armin, Mikasa, Sasha and Jean continue their journey, while Commander Hans is stuck in Shikishima's armored vehicle buried in the ruins of the tower, as she entered it to inspect the armament just before the tower collapsed. Shikishima, however, survived. He reaches the truck and attacks the group of friends because he wants to retrieve their bomb at any cost. He then reveals his terrible secret. He was the Titan who kidnapped Aaron during General Kubal's execution, and he also saved Mikasa. To transform into the Titan he must die. Shikishima kills himself by piercing his chest with his sword, and turns into a Titan. Other giants arrive hearing Shikishima's screams, but in a fit of rage the latter slaughters them all. Eren also wants to turn into a Titan and fight Shikishima, but his friends stop him because he is not sure that by killing himself he will turn again. They decide to fight Shikishima with their own strength, since Armin, before leaving for this mission, had collected small bombs. One of these bombs is attached to Sasha's arrow, which aims at the giant's eye and hits it squarely, blinding Shikishima. The others join the fight using three-dimensional movement, and begin to attack the Titan, but the giant manages to resist. He does not allow anyone to reach the back of his neck where Shikishima is. In a desperate attempt to kill the Titan, Eren throws himself at it, but is crushed by the monster against the wall of a nearby building. It appears that Shikishima has won. He then heads for the bomb, but suddenly another Titan appears behind him. Eren is not dead. He has just turned into a Titan. The two Titans clash violently. Shikishima, being more experienced, begins to gain the upper hand, but Eren does not give up and uses the helicopter blades to pierce the enemy's body, after which he uses his special knee move, defeating Shikishima. Now all that remains is to tear down the wall and seal the passage so that the Titans can no longer enter. Armin explains to Eren that he must take the bomb and place it in the wall gap as high as possible. Armin attaches a timer to the bomb and sets it for 5 minutes. Eren climbs the wall carrying the bomb on his shoulders, followed by the rest of the team moving using three-dimensional movement. Eren inserts the bomb into the slot, after which he transforms back into a human being. The timer is set to 5 minutes, but suddenly General Kubal appears on the wall, inexplicably alive and uninjured. He survived because of his ability to transform into a Titan. General Kubal did not even intend to close the hole in the wall, because he wants humans to live forever with the terror of Titan. Sasha does not intend to listen to the general's speech because in 5 minutes the bomb will explode, so she shoots several arrows into Kubal's throat. The general falls off the wall but does not die, as he transforms into the same huge Titan that destroyed the wall in the first film, leaving the hole through which the Titan entered. The friends throw themselves at the Titan, but it is not at all easy to defeat him. Eren even manages to reach the spot on the neck where the general is hiding, but he does not make it in time to kill him. While the team is intent on attacking the general, Commander Hans emerges from under the rubble carrying missile launchers. As General Kubal reaches for the bomb to pull it out of the crack, Hans fires several missiles straight into his face. Armin looks at the timer, finding that 5 minutes have passed but the bomb has not exploded. Mikasa runs to the bomb to check what happened, but suddenly Shikishima appears. He has lost faith in his mission, and after a brief conversation with Mikasa he decides to help them. Instead of overthrowing the government and letting the Titans enter the second wall, he intends to kill the one who is responsible for all this chaos. Eren eventually reaches the Titan's neck and rips it open. He is about to kill the general, but the Titan grabs Eren and is about to eat him alive. He opens his giant mouth but is not in time to eat the boy because Shikishima, transformed into a Titan, pulls out the bomb and inserts it into Kubal's mouth, exploding his head to pieces and also killing Shikishima in the process. The wall started to collapse and Eren already plummets toward the pile of rubble, but before he dies he is grabbed by Mikasa and saved thanks to three-dimensional movement. The wall debris blocked the hole at the bottom, forming another gap at the top. However, it is still too high and the Titans cannot reach it. Armin and the rest of the people were unharmed. Eren and Mikasa are at the top of the wall. Behind it is a breathtaking view of the ocean, which Mikasa wanted to see so badly. At the beginning of the first film, Eren promised the girl that he would show her the ocean, so he kept his promise. The two of them look into each other's eyes and realize that they are at the beginning of a new, better world that will be able to thrive in peace because of their efforts and sacrifices. Subscribe for more videos like this one, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help grow the channel. Thank you for watching.